So we're starting off with a bit of a grocery haul because I'll be using at least some of these items in the meals I'll be making this week. Since I filmed it this way, I thought maybe that might be like a cute idea where you actually either go grocery shopping with me or see what I've bought and then the meals that I've made in that week. I have sort of done this before, I think in this video, but I don't actually show you guys every single meal that I eat every day, which I'm sure you've probably picked up on. I only have time to grab the camera for about maybe one good meal a day. But if that's something you'd like to see, let me know, because I am working on a pantry meals video since you said you did want to see it in the last episode. Got a couple pantry items, and these jars that you're seeing are actually for making my own sprouts. So yeah, that's coming in a video soon. I am making bread again. This time I feel like I've made progress, namely because I actually bought bread flour. In the last episode where I did make sourdough, you might remember me complaining about the dough being so sticky that I really couldn't do much with it. And now having made this one, I can confirm that was definitely not the move. You really do need that extra gluten, even if it's just like 1%, which is the difference between this and the AP flour. So my bad. This one came out excellent. However, before we get to make it, I am starving. So we're making a combination of some leftovers and whatever's in my freezer, which was some vegan shrimp, brown rice, and some leftover shishito peppers. The sauce that I'm using on them is absolutely delicious. You're probably so sick of me saying this, but I love yuzu. As a matter of fact, I had a yuzu lemonade the other day at this ramen place, and I am obsessed. That is what brought this whole dish together, and I would highly recommend. And once I finally baked my bread, sorry I didn't show you that process. I felt like I was pretty thorough in the video where I showed you my last attempt. Feel free to refer to that. I'll put it up in the cards and in the description box. So that was my dessert, and I just had it with some plum syrup, which I've never had before. Grape, of course, berries, absolutely, but never plum. So that is officially the first thing I've used from the groceries I bought in the beginning of the video. And now I'm using my homemade vegetable broth. I do have I think a couple of videos on how I make this. You just take all of the scraps out of your freezer from making your meals throughout the weeks or months. And actually, I think by the time you're seeing this, I've also posted a short of me making this. So that one. And I'm using this to make some ramen. but not like the dry packs that you get at the store, like fresh noodles. I happened to see these in Whole Foods. The reason I was inspired to buy them in the first place was because I also saw some vegan eggs. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably already saw them in my stories. And while the noodles did come with their own sauce packet, I wanted something that was gonna like stick to my stomach for a couple of hours. So I wanted a creamy base, which is my favorite. Keeps you satiated for a little bit longer. So I made like a little spicy tahini paste, put in my vegetable broth. The eggy flavor from the black salt that comes with these eggs in the packaging. It was my first time trying it because eggs is just not one of the things I miss. So I never felt the need to make things realistically taste like them. If you do miss the real thing, this will absolutely satisfy that craving. I've never actually had ramen like with real eggs. I was just like, wow, it pairs just so well. And before I found these in the store, I had planned on making my own. Like I got the molds and everything, y'all, but they've been sitting in my cabinets for like at least a year. So now that I have a whole loaf of bread to eat, didn't think that one through. I guess I'm having toast for breakfast, so you're gonna see a lot of toast. If you're ever curious about just like any of my dishes, utensils, cookware, all that stuff is always linked on my blog, and that'll also be linked down below. Huge thank you to Squarespace because I use them to host it. So if you have any need for a domain, you can use their app to create a bio site and have that be your landing page to navigate people wherever you want them to go. If you offer services, you can even use Squarespace to schedule your clients, an e-commerce store if you sell products, or even set up a website to act as your portfolio, and of course, run a blog. So the options are endless. Wait, did I mention you can also do newsletters too? And you can get a discount with my code abetweene, or just head to squarespace.com/abetweene to get 10% off. And because that ramen was delicious, of course I had to have it again. So this is when I tried the sauce that actually comes with the ramen, and get this immediately. I will put it down in the description box. If you see it, you better stock up, because if you don't, I'm taking it. I'm selling these out. I decided to like try to imitate by using some watermelon radishes to represent the fish cake. Listen, I tried, okay? I tried. I told you, more toast. And as you can see, I am not shy about having a really thick slice, and I'm thinking about germinating this seed. If you want an avocado tree, the larger the seed, bigger the plant is gonna be. So don't be so quick to throw them out. And also you can save them for dyeing fabric. I don't know if any of you remember, I actually made a video on that as well. That was really fun. I should really do that again. Thoroughly enjoyed that. And then finally getting to another thing that I actually bought in the grocery haul. I'm making like a version of, what is it, like the Erewhon white bean kale salad. I am late to everything, in case you haven't noticed, but I think I stumbled across someone getting it or something on YouTube. And I said, I have all those ingredients. Is this anything like that one? I have no idea, but this is what I put in it. I'm making my own dressing, which is a Dijon mustard, tahini, maple syrup. And I'm using the white balsamic that I bought because I just really wanted to try it. But in retrospect, lemon. Just go use lemon. It's fine though, it's still good. It just would have really brought out the flavor of the kale. Of course, we gotta finish with a little salt, and that's it. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, of course, subscribe. Bye.